What is up, Reds? Welcome
Raise
back
your
to the
hand.
Sunday Summary with Steve and myself. It's been too long, Steve. What's going on, man? I missed you last week. Or no,
Yeah,
not
raise
last
your
week.
hand if you've missed me.
2 weeks ago. I've definitely missed you.
I'm trying to get this this microphone set up.
So bear with me, but I'm back.
Oh, there we go.
Back. I'm
That
feeling
sounds
good.
so much better.
Still sound good?
Yeah, no, you sounded annoying a second ago, but now you sound good.
Well, you always sound annoying, even if you buy the best microphone in the world.
You bought the same microphone as me. You copied me.
Well, I'm saying regardless, you sound terrible.
Yeah. But Steve, it's good to have you back, man. I was stuck. So not last week, 2 weeks ago, I was on here ranting about Mo Salah for an hour, and the people had to deal with that.
They probably loved it
They probably loved it
because of the topic, not the speaker.
Oh man, that hurts. That hurts deep down.
Whatever.
Tony, Liz, Hannah, Oyvind, what's going on? Everyone, all the legends in the chat. Good morning to everyone. Hope you guys have enjoyed the international break. The Legends game yesterday. I haven't caught up on the Legends game. I heard we lost, but Stevie G is still better than Arsenal's entire midfield, so that's always good.
That's
Steve,
true.
what have you been doing over this international break, man? Have you been following anything? Or are you just
I'm glad you
enjoying the
asked,
break?
Kyle.
Yeah.
First and foremost, we're gonna do a little throwback here, okay? I'm gonna take over. I want to do a beverage of the week, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh man.
Throwback to summer 2021. Liz, I'm sure you'll be happy. Though, and who else was around for this? All the legends were, right?
Oh yeah, everyone was.
Now, I want to be clear. This is nothing exciting. It's exciting to me. This is a selfish beverage of the week. I think we've spoken about water, right? And how important it is to
It was
hydrate.
probably the first one, yeah.
No, I don't know if I ever did water.
You definitely
Like
did
straight
water.
H2O.
I'm telling you, the very first one you did was water.
Okay. Well, this is different, and I hope I didn't. Was there a certain type of water?
I don't know.
Because this beverage of the week, and if it's been done twice, that's fine. Because that's just the way it goes. Is Poland Spring water.
Overpriced.
Poland Spring water is the cheapest water you can get in my area. So I don't know what he's talking about.
They sell it on the brand. It's overpriced.
Anyways, you can get 36 bottles of this for $3. So definitely overpriced for sure. If you've ever bought water, you know that's the most affordable 36 pack you've ever heard of in your life. But I've had all sorts of water, especially lately, which is why I wanted to bring this to the forefront of the conversation today. Before Mo Salah, Tchouameni, any of that stuff, I wanted to talk about Poland Spring water. It's brewed in the springs of Maine here in New England.
It's
close
brewed.
to home. Filtered, purified, bottled, whatever it is, Kyle. And it is easily the most delicious water on planet Earth.
Can I
Any
debate
questions about water, Kyle?
I think Crystal Geyser tastes better than Poland Spring.
But it's probably the same. Very similar. I've had Crystal Geyser. There's just something about this classic. It says Poland Spring 1845, born in Maine. Born. Not produced or made.
What kind of BS marketing is that?
Born in Maine.
1845. So you're telling me these people in Maine weren't drinking water before that?
No, this is when this.
I'm just kidding.
This is when this brand.
I'm just kidding.
Okay. So
But-
this comes right out of the springs of Maine. The cold, cold mountains.
However, Steve, let me ask you a question. I agree. Poland Springs, good water. Crystal Geyser is the best for me. Bottled water itself is a scam. However, have you ever actually drinking directly from a spring before? Because I have.
I have not.
It is a game changer. Absolute game
Where
changer.
do I find a spring I can drink from? I guess I could just go up to Poland.
Mountains.
Poland Springs. Not Poland. I'm not going anywhere near Poland right now.
No. You don't want to go anywhere near there. Yeah. But
back to your original question, Kyle. The international break for me has been a break. I've taken a nice break. I've been relaxing. I went to Disney World with the wife and her family, which was epic.
Very nice.
If you've never been to Disney World, you got to get there. eventually. But
Yeah.
this isn't a plug for Disney World. I've been following from afar the current events with the club, and I've also just been enjoying. I've just been enjoying no matches, no obligation.
Yeah.
But I know
Sometimes it's good to have a break. Sometimes it's good to have a break. You know, we love watching it, but it's constant. It's year round, dude. It never stops. So every time, especially when you make content, it's good to have a break. But what I have been following mainly is the transfer rumors that come out on international break because the media has nothing else to do. And our boy Mo Salah. The most recent thing, if you guys hadn't been following the videos I was making, is that Mo Salah now, apparently, according to Anfield Buzz or Football Insider, any of those BS media outlets that have no tie to the club whatsoever, are claiming that Mo Salah will likely lower his $500K wage demands and sign a new deal with the club. We've seen the links with him going to Juventus, PSG, really all the top clubs. I mean, who else is going to pay the price for him or the wage demands? But with PSG now agreeing to have Ousmane Dembele on a free after his contract expires with Barca, Rafinha's probably going to Barcelona. You got all these transfer rumors that are actually legit. Mo Salah's going to stay, dude. I said this from the very beginning. I think Mo Salah is no idiot. He's no Wijnaldum. Even though Wijnaldum's not stupid, he's no Emre Can. Mo Salah will sign the deal and stay at the club. How could you not?
I've been saying this from the beginning.
We both have.
Where's he going to go? Like, do you want to go to PSG? You become one of 5 at PSG.
And did you also, since you've been checked out and not checked out, since you've been taking a break, there's turmoil at PSG. The dressing room is divided right now.
Because the team's built to win the Champions League.
Exactly.
You could take off, ready for this? You could take off Messi, Neymar, Mbappe, and still win the French league.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. So I uploaded 2 videos. The first one, I was a little worried that we weren't going to offer him an extension. But then after speaking with you, some other Liverpool fans, and also doing a little more research, because that was more impulsive upload, I came to the realization, I was like, hold on a second. Like, we got to extend the guy. We're going to offer him a contract. It's just a matter of fact if Salah accepts the deal or not. But sorry to interrupt you. Go ahead.
I think it's normal. Everyone should be a little bit nervous. If you're not human.
True.
You know? So, but I just don't think there's a better option for him in the world right now.
No, absolutely not.
It could be that he leaves on a free. That could be an option, in which case that would be terrible. Because then he could go wherever he wants, and he could end up at a rival in the Premier League. Because I don't think he wants to play in these other leagues, man.
No.
This is another thing we spoke about.
If
you're the best player in the best league in the world, you're the best player in the world.
Yeah, and he's definitely, especially this season, he's definitely been in the conversation for the best player in the world on current form. Some would argue not the best overall, but definitely the best attacker. I mean, come on. Can't argue with that.
It's not his fault that he doesn't play midfield.
No, I get, that's not what I was, you know what I'm trying to say. I was going to say something and I completely forgot what I was going to say, but it was a good point. But it doesn't matter now. It completely escaped me. That pisses me off when you have something good to say and you can't remember.
Don't worry, I got plenty of good stuff to say for the both of us.
Debatable.
So, anyways, what bothers me is that it's just dragging on. And as supporters, selfishly, are all wasting a lot of our lives thinking about this and reading about this. And it's like, just figure it out.
No, I know. But that's where you stand. Like, you hate it dragging out. So do I. Where it seems like, these other guys are just getting deals done. But going back to what you were what I was trying to remember, Liverpool, and I said this in my other video. If you guys haven't gone and watched it, check out the most recent Mo Salah video I did. What Liverpool do, and it's a respectable way to go about business, especially when you're taking care of players that are under contract. Letting their contract run out as opposed to selling them. We don't sell them unless a player actually verbally says, I want to leave, right? So, like, look at Coutinho. Coutinho wanted to leave. Suarez wanted to leave, right? They verbalize that they want to leave, so we sell them. If they don't want to leave, but we can't agree new terms, we just let their contract run out. So what you were saying about his contract running out, that's still a very real possibility if we can't agree terms. But we will not sell Mo Salah because he said that he wants to stay at the club. We're not going to sell him. Should we? Maybe. If it turns out we actually can't agree terms. But I really think Liverpool are not going to sell Mo Salah. If anything, they're just going to let his contract run down.
The other part of that is he's not worth 200 million. I mean, he might be worth 200 million, but he's old.
I think he's still worth 150.
No. I think he's a six-figure footballer. Because if it got to the point where we had to sell him, we would have to make a move quick, and there's only a couple places
Six
that
figures?
could pay that. What?
6 figures? You mean 7?
Whatever.
8? 9?
6-digit. I don't know. 100K, 100 million, whatever he is.
100K?
It's big, dude. It's early, bro.
I know.
It's
You got
early.
12 hours of sleep.
He's 100 million. That's what Ronaldo went to Juventus for, right?
88, something like that.
Okay, we're looking at maybe a little bit more than that. So about 100 million. Because we'd be up against the clock. We don't have time to negotiate. You slap a price tag on him. There's 2 or 3 teams that could buy him. It would be Juventus, in my opinion. And then he's out of here. You're not going to get 200 million from Mo Salah. He's 30.
No. There's no chance you'll get 200 mil. But what I'm saying is we could negotiate up if we're going to sell him. But I still don't think we're going to sell him.
No, he'll be here. That's my vote. He'll be here.
Yeah.
Be
ID
30
says
in 3
Juventus
months.
will buy Salah. I don't know. I don't know if Juventus will. He's played in Italy before, like multiple times for Fiorentina and then Roma. I don't know if that was in the same stint. I think it might have been.
No, Roma was after Chelsea.
So he was on loan at Fiorentina. But my point is he's already played there. He's played in the Premier League. He's thriving at Liverpool. Mo Salah's at the peak of his career. You got to think about this in terms of if you're Mo Salah. Think about it at a job. If you're at a job that you absolutely love, why would you leave aside from getting a huge payday? But then it's different in sports. Like he could very easily go to a PSG and be miserable. We were talking the other night, Steve, Juventus. Who at Juventus has gone there and been has improved their career? Honestly, aside from the staples, the Italian staples. Look at Rabiot, right? Weston McKennie's injured, but
he's really good, but
he's solid. But I guess my
Mathis
De Ligt, a perfect example. Thank you.
He was the talk of the town 3 years ago. No one cares about him anymore.
But again, I don't know if that's down to Juventus or just how much talent Juventus tries to bring in. But it's Mo Salah right now is the player at Liverpool. We've done well at building depth with bringing in big names like Thiago, right? We got players like Jota starting to step up. Luis Diaz was a big name when he came in. Konate, great young talent. But we were building that. We're building a team with world-class talent. We didn't always have that. Juventus has always had that, or at least people would argue that. I think he's not stupid, dude. He's got to stay.
You'd like to think so. You'd like to think he's not. Your mother says she's got plenty of these when we come down to visit in July. That's got me excited. Tony had asked here somewhere along the lines.
I'll look for it.
Where are the places that all right, where would Salah go that wouldn't be a step down from where he is now? The only place you could argue is Man City right now. That wouldn't be a step down. That's the only place.
Yeah.
No one's going to change my mind.
I think you could partially. Man City's probably the best answer. I think you could argue Madrid. You could.
I think you could argue Bayern more than Madrid.
Oh, yeah, that's a better point. Bayern more than Madrid. Yeah.
I mean,
Definitely not Barcelona. Definitely not
no.
Juventus. Juventus
People are talking about Barca right now because they're hot. Mind you, it's
They're not
Aubameyang.
hot. They just won El Clasico. That's it.
No, they've been hot. They've been pretty hot. They've been winning. They're still in like 4th place.
I don't know.
Or 3rd, I think.
Whatever. They're all
I think
trash.
Sevilla's in 2nd.
It's just weird. And then another thing we look at, recent news that came out, and again, if this is finalized or not, I'm not sure. But when I see something like this, I do want to bring it up. Financial fair play. See ya. Apparently, they're changing the rules now where the amount of money you're allowed to spend is 70% of your income. I don't know if that's gross or net, but they should just do what the U.S. does with a salary cap, dude. I honestly think that's the best way to keep things even for the lower clubs. I really do, because not every club brings in the same amount of money. So still, the top clubs are going to be able to spend. And the only reason I bring that up is because you could still have teams like PSG, Juventus offering $600K a week for Mo Salah and prying him away from us. Or, that it's just crazy.
I just think like from an overall revenue perspective, the more top heavy it is, the better it is for the bottom line. Believe it or not.
Business-wise, absolutely. Absolutely.
Like you need teams like PSG to be powerhouses to like keep probably the French league afloat.
Maybe.
Not to mention what it does for the Champions League and views.
Yeah.
But
the French league is starting to you have other teams beginning to question PSG. I mean, look at Lille last year winning Liga, and now they made quote unquote some noise in the Champions League, right? I mean, not really noise, but like seriously. I mean, PSG are still it's the French league, dude. It's the French league.
That's my point, Kyle.
Yeah.
Like it's not even worth having a conversation about. That's how bad it is. You literally just talk about the PSG squad. Do we ever talk about any other French teams on this show? We've been doing this for 3 years, 5 years, more. I don't know. We never have a conversation about any French teams because that's how irrelevant the league is.
Yeah, no, I don't care about any of the French league teams. I follow French league players though. If a top player's coming up, I'm like, oh, this guy. Let me go watch some highlights
if
of this
they're
guy.
in transfer rumors or if you're playing FIFA and you're like, who's this guy?
True,
But
sure.
like literally, let's say PSG, let's say Wijnaldum gets sold from PSG because like that's a tie that we have to that club. Mbappe, Messi, Neymar, all gone. And then, I don't know, Donnarumma gets sold. We're never going to talk about PSG again.
It's nuts.
It's crazy. There's 4 players that keep the French league relevant for the sake of these conversations that we have.
Oh my
4
God.
players.
Yeah, and the other teams,
5.
if there is a relevant player, they get sold. If there's a relevant player, they get sold. Look at Camavinga. Gone. See ya. Madrid.
Now,
Nicola
don't
Pepe.
crucify
Gone.
me for
Arsenal.
this.
See ya.
Dude, when you think about like the Super League that was supposed to happen, like it was terrible. But when we make points like this, if you think about it, like should PSG and Messi be allowed to play the number 19th ranked French team?
Allowed?
That
Yes.
has no money now. No money now. They get no revenue. PSG is going to be able to spend like 50x what that team can spend. And they have to play PSG twice a year. This makes it more difficult. Back to the original point. The revenue situation makes it more difficult for the smaller clubs to compete. So for the neutral fan, for the FA Cups, for the Carabao Cups, I think that changes things. It makes it less competitive.
Yes. But I think the argument could be made that's the exciting part of it. You still have those fans that are going to support their local club no matter what. So the fan base is always going to be there. But like you said, the players, like, are they going to be able to bring in as much revenue, attract bigger players to pay them bigger wages, and then compete at a top level against, like you said, these PSGs or top teams? I mean, that's always been the question. But as football grows in Europe and as the commercialization of it grows, the globalization of it, Are these teams going to be left behind? Are you going to see more teams go into like administration? I mean, it's a concern. But here, Sharif, let's talk about this here. Van Dijk came to LFC, 75K a week. Now on 220, talking about salary cap. Salah is a legend to LFC and wants to stay. He is not asking for the moon to be equal to De Bruyne. 350K is fair. Now, Sharif, are you friends with Mo Salah? Do you know that's what he's asking for? Or are you saying that's what he should be making? Steve, unmute yourself. You do this every damn week.
Because we've heard every rumor under the sun, Sharif. So if you know something we don't know, please let us know. Please.
Because look, and I get your point. So 75K a week. Let's look at Liverpool's wage structure. 75K a week is what Sadio Mane started at, I believe. It's definitely what Jorginho Wijnaldum started at. Okay. Alisson started at 90. He got bumped. Okay. Trent Alexander-Arnold was around that. When you get a contract extension, you get bumped. You get bumped to the next pay bracket, depending on who you are. Van Dijk is the best defender in the world right now. So he's currently the highest paid player on Liverpool. Therefore, Mo Salah should be the highest paid player on Liverpool with the next extension. I just don't think he should be getting nearly double what Van Dijk is getting. Just think about it that way. If you're paying Mo Salah 350, 400K a week, the gap in pay between him and Van Dijk would piss Van Dijk off. Van Dijk happily accepted that extension because he's not an idiot. He knows I'm at a great club, great manager. I have it set for me. Things are working out. I just think Mo Salah, I legitimately think that 300K is reasonable. You know? Like, even if I don't care what De Bruyne's earning, I really don't. I don't care. I don't care what De Bruyne earns. I don't know why I got so heated over that. I just really believe that as long as Mo Salah is the highest paid player on the team, he should be okay with that.
Look, here, I'm glad you finally showed some actual passion and some fight. Because I go back and forth about this, and you and I had a conversation about this the other night. What was the gentleman's name? Who just
Sharif?
had his comment pinned? Sharif. If you know something I don't know, please let me know. Because I've heard he's asking for 500, 400, 350, 300, 300 with bonuses. We cannot destroy the wage structure of the club. For no one. Not Gerrard, not Salah, not Van Dijk. We can't. Because then you can never come back from that. Unless you sold Salah, which would defeat the purpose of giving him the big bump before you sold him. So you can't, like, if we break the wage structure and pay him a ton and it doesn't work out, then you're stuck with a player you're paying two Virgil van Dijks, paying 400K for one guy. Maybe Salah gets injured, knock on wood. Maybe he dips in form. It's probably not going to happen, but you can't wrap yourself up in 400K for a player that, could decline. I don't think he's going to, but that's one thing. The other thing is it doesn't matter what Kevin De Bruyne gets paid. He shouldn't get paid that much. I think he's great, but he misses 10 games, 20 games a year. I don't care about Kevin De Bruyne. We can't compare apples to apples. It's two completely different owners. FSG have the money to pay Salah. They're billionaires. They're loaded. But what they're doing is they're setting a boundary that other teams don't set. And we laugh at the fact that De Gea makes that much money. Rashford, Sancho. We laugh at those people. Ozil, when he was at Arsenal. Alexis Sanchez, because they got paid way more than they were worth. And they didn't produce up to their pay grade. I think Mo Salah would produce, but we're the only team that still has this like wage structure. We haven't sold out yet.
I agree with every point you said, and more to Sharif's argument about the wage structure. He said it's been destroyed before. LFC players never were paid 200K. Dude, the market has grown. No one was ever sold for 220 million euros. And then Neymar was sold for that. Liverpool were never going to sell a player for 142 million pounds. And then Coutinho came along. You got to account for the market cap of the entire sport around the world. The commercialization.
Inflation, too.
Inflation. This is all real talk. People don't want to look at it like that. People don't want to look at Liverpool as saying, like Steven said, we haven't sold out yet. That's a good thing, guys. Okay? FSG, Liverpool have the money to pay every player 500K a week. Probably. I'm probably exaggerating. Okay? But Man City just throw money at players. Like Steven said, we laugh at other teams because they pay their players this much. You know why we laugh at them? Because they have a dip in form. Because they're over 30. Because they're not consistently available. We laugh at that. This is all taken into account when you extend a contract with a player. How available are they? How much money will we lose if they're injured? Okay, what's their likelihood of decline? This is all data analytics. They have an entire team dedicated to looking at odds and stuff in terms of what the player's worth. Will he produce this much? It's insane the amount of effort that goes into these contracts. You can't just extend a player, double his contract or his salary without taking into account the risks. I think people overlook that. They can't separate business and emotion, and it's tough, especially with a player like Mo Salah that has been so great for us. We all love Mo, but it's I don't know.
People don't understand the business side either, or care to think about it. Now,
They don't.
Mo Salah is probably the only person that in the other side of the coin, because like I said, I go back and forth. He's the only person that you could say, oh no, he's been available. He does produce every year. He is worth that.
Exactly. Yes. So there's an argument to be made that maybe we should pay him this much.
He's just at the wrong club. If that's what you want to get paid, you shouldn't have come here. Or you should have left beforehand. Because you haven't gotten better. You've been this good for years. This year, he's crushing it. But no one's ever going to tell me it was better than his first year. Ever.
No.
He couldn't miss that year.
And guess what he did? And guess what he did?
12 Champions League goals and 32 in the Premier League.
And he signed an extension. Happily.
Yep.
Happily. Because he deserved it.
Yep. But
now,
there's better players around you now, Mo, too.
Yeah.
There's better people delivering you the ball. I think we have to meet somewhere in the middle. I think the wage structure should get broken, just not like 400K. I think like maybe 300 with added incentives would work for me.
What we should have is like a specific wage bracket where if you are a Mo Salah caliber player, or you are a Luis Suarez caliber player, or a Steven Gerrard caliber player, where you have these once in a generational talents. If you have a player at the club, they should be eligible to make 300K plus or something, right? So in that case, Van Dijk would be up there. I would pay Van Dijk that money. I would pay Mo Salah that money. My argument isn't to pay it. It's break the wage structure to pay it. You gave 6 or 7 contract extensions over the summer. And now you're just going to break it? All 6 of those people would be pissed. Fabinho, Phillips, Allison, Trent, everyone would be pissed. You would destroy the dressing room. You give a piece of gum to one person, you got to give it to the rest of the class. All right.
The rest of the class.
I'm just saying.
Look, here's the situation. We all want Mo to stay. And I'm actually surprised at how the people here in the comments are kind of agreeing with us.
Which is good. I like seeing that.
Now, at the end of the day, we can all agree, because I'm not stupid. If Mo Salah came out and signed a contract tomorrow for $400K a week, I would celebrate. And I would think about the rest of the stuff later, because it ain't my problem, if I'm being honest.
And it would be great. Like, I would be like, oh my God, like, look at this. Guys, we actually broke our wage structure. This is a good thing. Now players who come here, we can offer them big contracts. Like, that's good. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but I'm saying from a business standpoint, I understand why we can't give them that. But if we do, that's great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like,
Like, here's the thing. What about Mane? What is he making?
Not a lot, dude. Like, it's kind of sad how little Mane's making. It's like 100 or 150. It's in that range. It's down there
Hey,
with
what
the
about
Hendos.
Jota?
Yeah, Jota, I don't know. He's making more than he was at Wolves, and that's all that matters. I'm just saying.
All right, let's put a bow on this Salah thing. We all want him to stay. We don't want the club to become Man United, right? Check.
I wore everyone down.
It's so tough.
Sorry, guys.
I've wasted so much of my life thinking about this, and I know we all have, and we're just ready for a resolution. But I don't think the resolution is just anymore give him what he wants. That's what everyone was saying for so long. Give him what he wants. It's like, now that we've had some time to think about it and reflect and listen to the reports, like, no, you're not getting $500K. Because it's 20 people below you that are going to be pissed.
Yeah, but when he scores a worldie against Man City and then does it again in the next game and scores a hat trick against Man United, of course we're all screaming, pay him what he wants.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just what happens.
We can't. Unfortunately, we can't.
Yeah.
If it was up to me, I would have paid him in the offseason.
Yeah. Guys, I do apologize. I wore you guys out. I apologize.
Dude, he kept us afloat last season. I think that's what he wants to get paid for. I think that's what he's thinking about. And he's like, and look at me now. I'm even better this year. I think that's what he's thinking right now. And if he didn't have that agent, I don't think we'd be having this conversation.
Yeah, guys. He's definitely down to earth. Yeah, and Liz, let's put a bow on it here with Liz saying this. When we said give him what he wants, we thought it would be reasonable, and that's good. That's a good way to put it because, think about, dude, 400, 500K a week is a lot of money, dog. That is a lot of money. That's 26 million a year or something.
Yeah, 200K a year is 10.4 million.
200K a week, you mean?
200K a week is 10.4 million. Now, it's funny.
You think about
the biggest sport in the world,
and then you compare.
You got quarterbacks that make $50 million a year.
I know. That's the debate. But again, we won't get into that. Let's real quick transition. We'll chat about Tchouameni for a second. All right, Steve. Tchouameni. Fabrizio Romano told us. It's between Liverpool and Madrid, apparently. All right. Apparently, no deal has been agreed with Madrid. And he's apparently favoring Liverpool over Madrid. Here's the problem. One, he's not in our normal range that we sign. Two, we have a lot of depth in midfield now. But three, I could see us signing him if we don't extend Keita. So what are your thoughts on this guy?
Would it be a free?
Ooh, that's a great question. Let me see. No. So the reported fee is around, I think it's 42 to 50 million pounds or euros, which is right in our price range.
That is.
Okay. I think he's 20 years old or something. He's really young. Let me pull this up. Here we go. Tchouameni. All right. Oh, he's actually 22 years old. Okay, so he's a little bit older. He's approaching our price range. 6'2". I didn't know he was that tall either. All right. Good Lord. And there's Liverpool Echo 5 hours ago said Liverpool interested in Tchouameni as Declan Rice transfer claim emerges. I don't know what the two are related. He played for France during this break. What else we got? I'm looking for more links with him to Liverpool. And how much is Tchouameni? Now it says Monaco have set their price tag of young prodigy Aurelien Tchouameni at 83 million euros.
No.
This was back in January, though.
No thanks.
83 million, but apparently he's being touted as the best midfielder in France. I don't know. He's played in 27 matches in Liga. He has 1 goal, 1 assist. All right, I'm going to just read it off, guys. You make your decision here. All right, here we go. Let's go to some more. All right. Plays in central midfield, defensive midfield, so kind of like a pivot where Fabinho plays. All right. He joined Monaco for 19 million pounds back in 1920 from Bordeaux. So now, currently, he's valued at 44 million US dollars. All right. That's right in our range here. Cameroon, French citizenship. He'd get along with Matip, Kanate. He's got that connection with Mane. I mean, like, chemistry-wise, it can make sense. He's got 8 caps for France with 1 goal. Oh, give me some advanced stats with this guy here. What are you thinking, Steve?
God, you know where I stand on these.
I know you hate it.
These transfer rumors. We've been linked with
everybody.
Oh, Tielemans for 5 years.
Jordan Welch
feels like. Dude, I'm sorry.
Fabinho has more goals than he has 5 times as many goals as this guy. Fabinho
has 2.5 times more goals than Messi in league play. So don't even get me started.
No, he doesn't. Really?
Last time I checked, Messi had 2 goals and 10 assists.
What?
In France. That was what? That was like 3 weeks ago. But I can't imagine it's much more.
No way. Hold on. If this is true, I'm going to be geeking.
Say right now.
No way.
2 goals, 10 assists still.
Wow.
Poop.
Are you saying?
Don't you remember me yelling about this on our
Messi?
last Sunday summary, which was a legendary episode?
Man,
dude, Fabinho better than Messi. People are saying, no, but maybe. I mean, Messi's been annoying to watch.
No, yeah, it's not.
He's also getting old. He walks the whole match. He walks the whole match until he sees an opportunity for him to get the ball and drive with it.
Dude, look at this.
I know.
Oh,
1 goal?
Man.
Oh, last year.
Let's put it this way, guys. Nicolas Pepe dominated the French league. And he's getting splinters in his ass at Arsenal right now. Okay? I mean, Tchouameni? 42, I could see. 83? 83. I guess.
Oh, my God.
I mean, we'll go to the next one. We'll buy the next best player. We're not paying that. I'll tell you who might pay it. Not anymore, but Chelsea would have paid that. Chelsea paying $55 million for Ben Chilwell.
It's a joke.
This is another point. Clubs are just happy-go-lucky with splashing the cash. How stupid is that?
Dude, think about this. Think about this. Man United.
Uh-huh.
What have they won?
Oh, God. Recently?
Nothing. Yeah, nothing. PSG. Any Champions Leagues? Recently?
No, I don't think they've ever won one.
I'm maybe they have, but not recently.
No.
They're splashing the cash.
They're supposed to.
How about Barca?
Was it 2015? Is that when they won it last?
Yeah, and Real Madrid's been better in the league.
In 2014?
Who else? Arsenal. How they doing?
They won an FA Cup last year, didn't they?
It's Tchouameni, Kyle. Tchouameni.
Tchouameni.
No, it's not Tchouameni. It's
I
Meni,
will say
bro.
it how I say it. All right?
Like Merry Christmas, but with an N.
You can't throw
Tchouameni
84
Christmas.
vowels back to back and expect me to pronounce it the same every time.
Well, you're also not. Is he French? No.
He's French, yeah.
African?
African descent, French, yeah. Cameroon and French.
Man, you want to sell Margaret McGuire, Nick Red says. I don't think they do, dude. That's their captain. I think they're stuck with him, unfortunately. Or fortunately for us.
Fortunately
I think
for
they're
us.
stuck with him.
Good Lord.
He's really bad. Sorry, what were we saying?
We're trying to talk about Tchouameni.
Oh, jeez. Look, if it happens, I'm sure I'll be like, cool. But like, we got linked with Madison, Tielemans, Rafinha. Who else? Everyone under the sun.
Everybody is linked with the top team at the time. Everybody. And that's never going to change. It's never going to change.
People
Okay?
were saying Rafinha was going to cost $60 million.
Well, the thing is, first off, Barcelona have signed all the players that we've basically been linked with. We were linked with Adama Traore for the longest time. See ya, Barcelona. Frank Kessie, we were linked with him on a free transfer. See ya, Barcelona. Now Rafinha, Barcelona are waiting to see if Leeds get relegated, because then his 75 million release clause drops to 25 million and they can get him for that. Smart business by Barcelona, and that's a change of pace because they've been dumb as hell recently when it comes to business. So shout out to Barcelona for that. Guys, we signed Luis Diaz on basically deadline day because Tottenham, that's still funny as hell to me. Tottenham put in all the hard work and we just said, come on.
Yo, Tottenham. Dude, I forget that they're a club.
Oh, man, Tottenham.
Dude, they got two players. So they got Kane and Son. And they need to leave. I mean,
Dude,
let's be fair.
I know, but Harry Kane is so good. He really is good.
They're both so good.
They're so good.
They need to leave so that Tottenham can then become irrelevant, thankfully.
They can't. Dude, Tottenham can't become irrelevant. Look at the new stadium. They can't.
I mean, they're already on the verge of being irrelevant.
Well, they've actually climbed back up. They were irrelevant for most of the season. Now I looked at the table. I was like, yo, Tottenham are in like 7th again, which is not great. But I'm just saying Tottenham look, there they are.
But they're always there.
Yeah.
Because of these guys. But if you take these two guys out of the equation, I mean, if you can sell them, you can recoup players. But if those two were to leave on like a free, Tottenham's club would be in shambles.
Yeah.
They got nothing, dude. They got no one.
You know, I look at a lot of these players that we're linked with, the high fly, like the players, for example, Frank Kessie, right? Nicola Pepe, Granit Xhaka. Guys, I kid you not. We've been linked with everybody. We're always linked with everybody. Pick out a midfielder and I'll tell you if we've been linked with them because we were linked with them. I don't think we'll get Tchouameni. I don't. Tchouameni.
Dude. Tchouameni.
I can't say it.
It's Tchouameni, Kyle. You got to have some grace in your delivery. Tchouameni.
Tchouameni.
There you go. There you go. And you got to do it like that, like a little melody, like a little song almost. Tchouameni.
Aurelien Tchouameni.
Yeah. Yes.
There we
Not
go.
bad.
Bravo.
Bravo. Everybody give a round of applause to Kyle. Now, a couple
you.
things here I want to talk about before we jump into the Tchouameni Christmas season coming up soon. Kieran B, 845 says, I think our midfield breaks down too much. Aging certainly wouldn't do harm. Signing Tchouameni, this dude is tough, works hard. If that's the case, because I haven't seen a bunch of him, let's get him. Not for 80 million, though.
No. 42, I could see.
Yeah, 35, 40, 42.
Yeah.
Anyone's going to pay for him. 80 is a stretch. I think that's really high. Even in today's market, we've seen a lot of bad business done in that range.
And let me throw something else out to you. after Monaco had that run to, I think, the Champions League semifinals, that team had Mbappe, Fabinho, all those great players. We
They
got
had so many
Fabinho.
players.
We got Fabinho for 43 mil. Tchouameni hasn't done nearly what Fabinho's done, same position. I think the 42 million price tag is dead on balls accurate. That's what he's worth, not 83.
No one's going to pay 83 for it. I mean, someone might, but we're not.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of 80-ish million, I want to scroll down to the next comment, which had me almost in tears. And that's the one about Harry Maguire.
Where? Where is it? United need Maguire to retire?
No.
Dang it. Where is it? I want to cry.
Here you go. Oivan, 844. Classic.
844. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
He said they can't sell him. They paid too much. It would be embarrassing selling him for 10 million. And I believe he's referring to Harry Maguire. And this is spot on. No,
That's
like
what
this is
he's
really good.
worth right now.
They have to keep the armband on him. And they have to let him keep playing so he can maybe put in some decent performances and save himself. Because they're like, dude, we can't make you look good. You're trash. You have to do something. We're stuck with you.
Yeah.
We paid you. We bought you for all this money. We're paying you a ton of money. And like, yeah, we want to play Varane and Lindelof every match, even Bailly, but you're the captain, dude.
They would look stupid if they didn't play him. You're right. They're stuck. They're stuck. That's the risk you run when you pay buku bucks for a player. And that's the risk you run. That's hilarious.
But also
though.
when you pay them a lot, like I think he makes like 250, doesn't he? Maybe more. I think he makes a good amount.
Of course he does.
And
They all do over there.
That doesn't matter. But like, let's just say Allison's form dipped and he was terrible. I wouldn't feel weird benching him because he doesn't make a ton and we have a good backup.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like how they do with De Gea. And who's the other guy? Henderson.
Dean Henderson, yep.
Yeah. That's different. Maguire, like, you guys just keep playing him because he's your captain.
I mean, to be fair, like I don't think their defense is good enough to where they can rotate. Like as much as you would want to start Varane and Lindelof and Bailly. I mean, come on. You know? Their defense is
Like,
not
stop
that great.
investing in attackers. Stop.
Literally, dude. Stop.
Like, get a solid midfielder. Get Tchouameni.
There you go.
All right. Maybe
Get
it'll
my
just
boy.
work out instead of Van de Beek.
That is a wash transfer. Seriously? Man United get fleeced, bro. Every top club gets fleeced with the exception of Man City. Man City are actually pretty good at acquiring players for the most part. Like maybe Zinchenko, but that's it. Like Man United and Chelsea are just getting roasted for transfers.
Yeah.
It's unreal.
But isn't the Chelsea situation a little bit different now? Like, they can't do something.
Yeah, they're trying to sell the club. The assets are frozen. They might go into administration. All sorts of rumors are flying around about them.
So someone else very rich will buy them.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
But yeah, no, they're getting roasted too. They're spending way too much money on players.
Under a Frank Lampard was given the freedom to buy all the top FIFA transfer players, got them all, and now they have a problem. And then you buy Lukaku for 115. It is unreal. Good Lord.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Well, here's the next thing I'll say is
spit it out.
Tchouameni. Bring
My
him.
boy.
Go ahead, bring him. But
Yeah,
don't pay
choo-choo.
but don't pay a huge fee for him. 40 million, that's fine. That's what Ox cost.
Yeah, no, get him.
That's fine.
He's probably an upgrade from Ox. He doesn't play the same position, but, we got a lot of decisions to make in the next year and a half in terms of Ox, Keita, extending those contracts. And then Mane, we could talk about that for a while. We're probably going to see a lot of business done this summer and then next summer, guys. I'm telling you.
No, I think you're right. And also,
Are you laughing at this?
CB Norwood. Yes. First of all, CB Norwood, is that like your last name? Are you located like near Norwood, Massachusetts by chance? What's the deal?
Ooh.
People's
CB's
names
a
are.
channel regular legend.
We have some weird usernames. Not that this one is, but like there's some weird names in here.
Well, dude,
You guys,
everyone,
some of you
I
need to
mean,
reevaluate your usernames.
no, I
That's
think
just a
everyone's
fact.
good. I think everyone's good. Now, I mean, this is a good point. They won the Champions League. That's fine. But I'm just saying, look at the price you paid for some of these players. That's all I'm saying.
They did win the Champions League. And you know what? If I'm being honest, it's not because of the money they spent. And here's why. I've already had this conversation before, sir. I forget what his name was. It was just up here. Anyways, they brought in Thomas Tuchel, Tchouameni, whatever you want to call him.
Yeah.
Okay. Rudiger turned up. Christensen turned up.
Rudiger's gone. See ya. Rudiger's signing with oh, he just agreed.
Madrid, right?
Was it Madrid?
I don't know, but
He's
they brought
gone,
in Mendy and I mean Chilwell, but Chilwell, he barely plays. Let's face it.
Well, he's been injured, I thought.
You got Alonso, Reece James,
Alonso's their best left back.
Aspilicueta. Like these guys are veteran players. Oh, Thiago Silva, that's the other one. They brought him in. They didn't let up any goals. That's how they won. These guys they bought in attack. Ziyech. Havertz has done almost nothing for Chelsea. He played well against us in the final.
Recently,
he scored in the Champions League final. What?
Recently, Havertz has been good.
He has. But we're talking about when they bought the players. Havertz has had bright spots, and I agree. He's solid now, but he did almost nothing in that run to the Champions League, except for one touch past Ederson and then a tap in.
Timo Werner.
But the reason they won the Champions League is because of their defense and their coach, not because of the money they spent. So no one's going to convince me that because they spent this money, it got them a Champions League trophy. No, they got a Champions League trophy because they learned how to play defense. It's the same way we got a Champions League trophy.
Hey, that's actually
we got defenders, Allison and Van Dijk, Fabinho. Without them, you don't win the Champions League.
It's so
Mo Salah and Mane can only get you so far. You still have to shut out Bayern. You still have to shut out Porto's, Barcelona in that match, Tottenham, whoever we play.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely great points. Great points. I think you need a defense nowadays. And that's why going back to Man United. That's why Man United are not competing with Man City and Liverpool right now because they cannot defend. They spent all their money on attackers. You got Ronaldo, Sancho, Bruno Fernandes, who's been great for them. But going from their attack to their back line, Fred, McTominay, like, yeah, they're okay. Maguire, I mean, you need to invest in your defense now. Defending coaches get a lot of slack. A lot of slack. They get a lot of hate because it's not exciting football, but you still have to defend. But yeah, Rob Scott says Werner's the biggest disappointment. I agree. Werner's definitely the biggest disappointment. And Steve, you bring up some good points, man. Steve, what's your closing thoughts, man? Salah, Tchouameni, Tchouameni.
It's Tchouameni.
I know.
Haven't you ever heard the announcer in FIFA listed off the game?
I actually don't know. I don't think I've
ever
because
you're still playing 21, 20, 19, 20.
Why are you hating on me, man? Let me play my 9th season with Olympique Lyonnais and win my 8th Champions League and be happy.
Dude, no, that's good. Keep doing that. Artemis says, I forgot Lukaku even plays for Chelsea. And it's so funny because I forget him and Werner play for Chelsea. And Ziyech. That's 200 million combined. I forget about more. That's more. I forget about all of them. If I'm Lukaku and Werner, I'm embarrassed that Havertz is playing ahead of me as striker. He's not a striker. He's playing more of that false 9 role now, but he's only there because you guys suck. Tuchel's like, what else am I supposed to do?
Oh, man. Poor Werner. Poor Werner. So, look, Steve, Salah, I think he'll end up think he'll end up seeing his contract out at least, if not sign a new extension. I don't think we'll sell him. You got to keep him, though. I feel like you gotta. You gotta.
Yeah, you do. And they will. I think they will.
Yeah.
And if
me
they
too.
don't, look, guys, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world.
No, it's not. We've gotten through it before. If we can get through selling Coutinho, we can get through selling Salah or letting Salah go. I really do. I really think that. But again, I don't want to see him go.
Torres.
Yeah, we've done it before. Yeah. Liz says,
But no.
have a great day.
Let
See you,
us-
Liz. Take care.
Let's remember, we want Salah. We just cannot give him this bag that he wants. It's just, it's gonna have more of an effect than you guys think. It's not as simple as just pay Mohamed Salah $400K to keep him happy. Who knows what he's actually asking for? And then everybody else below him is just going to go, nice job, Mo. Enjoy your time up there. But when you're done with Liverpool, everything's coming back down here. I just don't think that's how it works.
These are good points, guys. And everyone who, put their points in the chat, we definitely appreciate it. We love when you guys, even if we don't agree with them, if you don't agree with us, we appreciate you guys. Absolutely. All of our channel members as well. Liz, Oyvind, Tony, all of our regulars here. We got some new names in here as well. Jonathan Boland here, Mahib Nahayan, I believe. I think that's how you say it. Rob Scott, what's going on? Nick Red. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. And Steve, what we got coming up this week?
We got a match on the 2nd.
Okay. So what is that, Thursday?
No, it's like Saturday.
Oh, we got a whole nother week? Or we have the FA Cup. What do we got?
Yeah, it's a week.
Oh, man.
Let me see. Mo Salah, Mo Salah, Mo Salah, running down the wing.
What a guy.
We love you, Mo. Please stay.
Sign it, Mo.
But be a little bit reasonable with us, Mo. Be a little reasonable. If I could pay you, I would. But we got to set boundaries here, pal. Also, just consider changing your agent. I think you would have enjoyed this process a lot more.
Fair. All right, Steve. Appreciate you being here. Thanks, guys. Until next time, Reds. Take care.